Welcome to this edition of Take 5. My guest today is Clint Carnell. I am super excited. Clint is the CEO of Hydrafacial. Hydrafacial has been doing some very interesting things as they pivot and adapt to the COVID crisis. Clint, welcome to the program.
Hey, Steve, good to see you. I love your program. These are fun.
Thanks so much. All right, Clint, question number one. What has Hydrafacial been doing and how has Hydrafacial adapted and focused on during this COVID period of time?
Sure. Well, first and foremost, focused on trying to get us all back to work and whatever this new normal is, and I'm sure we'll discuss that. We also have pivoted to fight COVID-19 and some really interesting projects that kind of found us. First, really exciting is the Face Life Mask, which will be a Hydrafacial product designed for low-risk, really high-trust environments like aesthetics, rehab, dentistry, ophthalmology. It's 82% copper impregnated into a nylon performance-fitted material. Think about like Lululemon or athleisure wear material, and then it's washable. So it's really ideal, just like scrubs. So this is fantastic. You can get it at hydrafacial.com. We are also helping a ventilator company work on developing a NICU adapted ventilator to adult ventilators. So that's been good to put our engineers to work in the effort. And then third, helping humanity as Hydrafacial, our customer care team is actually handling frontline phone calls to people that believe they're affected by COVID-19 and need a telemedicine consultation. This has been just amazingly rewarding to me. Some of our youngest teammates, and they're taking calls about people that are worried they're pregnant, what happens for their baby, et cetera, et cetera. And what we do is de-escalate the situation, triage them so they can get to the correct medical profession. So
wait a second. Hydrafacial is an aesthetic company, and what you're telling me now is that you're making masks, you're working on ventilators, and telemedicine? How does that happen?
Yeah, it's a little crazy. I mean, they fell into our laps because of some of the relationships we had, both local and things we were working on. The mask, we believe, will be part of the new normal, and that'll be a Hydrafacial product that's very unique and innovative, just like our core. Ventilators will go away once we help with the engineering surge, but we believe the ability to interact with the consumer, though in very different circumstances, will be one of our core capabilities as we try to drive more people into the practices to help with demand. So we expect that churning, that learning, will be very beneficial to our core team back there in customer care.
Because clearly your sales team and your staff that's doing these telemedicine consults, I would imagine they're much more sensitive and they're going to be really good at being able to better communicate with physicians and consumers.
Yeah, we've learned a ton, it was literally people from all different areas of the company that wanted to sign up to fight on the front lines. And, we obviously, thanks to the doctors and nurses that are doing this in a physical and an emotional way, it's traumatic. I've been so proud of our people. This is an emotional challenge, and they've really responded well. So we hope we can take what was really a difficult lift and make it much easier when we get back to treating people with Hydrafacial.
Okay, great. Question number two. Will the aesthetic patient and the experience be different in your opinion following COVID?
I think we have to realize it will be the new normal. I think we have a health concern and we've got a financial concern kind of all balled up with a lot of fear. So we're focused as a company on trying to do our part, working with industry KOLs like yourself, fellow CEOs, sometimes that we're competitive with, as well as the best of the med spa provider CEOs to really develop a good set of guidelines that can make our customers, patients, clients, whatever we call them for our service providers, feel safe, and to help our providers feel safe. So I think we definitely can expect things will be very different.
Okay, question number three. How do you see Hydrafacial's role as we start to emerge out of COVID? Like, what is your role with physicians and with the market?
Yeah, we've always said we're an and company. It's Hydrafacial and neurotoxin or fillers or your laser. We try to make everything that you guys do just work better. So we don't have a lot of natural competitors. So we've already been participating in that ecosystem. For our providers, we got to help them get back to work. So we're going to help on the supply side and the demand side. On the supply side, we will be doing things that basically pay it forward. How do we ease the economic burden on you? How do you ease the economic burden on your consumers? That's a really important role that we have to play. And then we also have the ability through our social engagement with our customers, the ones that actually get the Hydrafacial treatment with you, to help drive demand so we put more people in those chairs. And part of that has to be a really compelling safety message around about what our treatment does and doesn't do and why it is something you can have done.
So will you help stimulate the market, and will you help me as a physician if I have a hydrofacial unit? Is there some sort of reduction in price or something you can do so I can merge quicker, faster, and more efficiently?
Yeah, absolutely. And I can't share specifics to it, but I would say directionally, Steve, what we're looking to do is, hey, if you get this product and it doesn't cost you or it's at a discount, can you pass some of that along so that the whole ecosystem stays healthy and everybody's in it together? So our marketing message will be very consistent with our pricing message. On the consumer side, we're going to look for ways to drive them in that we historically have, because we know when consumers get Hydrafacial, 40% of them tell their friends, 40% of them learn from the Hydrafacialist. So we just need to keep more people coming in feeling safe about what you're doing. And we'll certainly share in the economic opportunity for both of us to try to lift this country out of what we're going through.
Okay, question number 4, Clint. You guys are an international company. I know you have business in Asia. Can you tell us a little bit about your experiences in Asia and perhaps Europe as they start to open up? And does that give you any insight into what's going to happen here in the US?
Yeah, we've really become a global brand over the last 3 years, and about 35% of our revenues are overseas, and they were growing well in excess of 150% year over year. I'm glad, because we're getting a look at what's happened in China, Japan, other countries in Europe. APAC, which was hit first and hardest, we're actually seeing we're seeing more leads now than we were seeing pre-COVID-19. So we're very bullish. Japan just launched Keravive, which is our very exciting healthy scalp product. We developed with Dr. Amy Taub, and so that's a really good beacon of hope. And then we're starting to hear our distributors and our direct business in Europe asked to get inventory. So we're really bullish about this opening up. We're getting US orders now that different states are opening up. So look, it's going to be a full contact sport, but we're bullish on the macro and bullish on our ability to help guide through this situation.
Well, it's certainly good to hear from you that, what's happening in Asia is that the market's starting to come back and people are getting excited, because I like to think we're going to come back in a bold way when we can.
Yeah, look, we're a resilient crew. And I think it's going to be a new normal. I think here at the Hydrafacial company, because we are an essential business, we've learned how to work with social distancing, and it's temperature checks, it's gloves, it's wiping down, it's staying away from each other in the conference room, it's wearing masks, it's more Zoom meetings even when we're in the building. So we'll try to take some of those learnings to help the providers that are such an essential part of our success. I mean, we don't exist without the providers, and so we're going to do everything in our power to help you guys be successful, because if you aren't, we aren't. And we think we've got a great product to keep this thing going.
Okay, Clint, your final question number 5, and I think this is going to be an easy one for you. What have you liked best, and what have you liked least since you've been in isolation?
Yeah, the first one's easy. My kids, who are teenagers and one had gone off to college, are trapped with their father. And so we have meaningful conversations because they can't go anywhere. And I love my son. My daughter was a freshman in college. I love her. But what's really interesting, we brought her back from college. She's a freshman. It feels like I got an extra year of life that I didn't expect to have with her in the house. So that's been really great. What have I disliked? Man, our company's a social company. I'm a social engaged guy, and I miss my team. I miss you guys. I miss all of the chicanery and kind of craziness that makes this business so much fun. So can't wait to see everyone as soon as possible to get back at life.
All right, that's great answers. Thanks so much, Clint, for doing Take 5 with me, 5 questions. I'm really impressed with Hydrafacial, mostly because you guys have really adapted to this environment. And while a lot of other companies are looking for ways in which they can ramp back up their products, you've actually looked how to adapt and how to pivot and how to take on masks, telemedicine, ventilators. So really a dynamic company, a lot of facets. That's impressive.
Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. I appreciate the take. Did I do it right?
Take 5. All right. So we'll see you soon. Thanks so much.
Great, Steve. Thanks so much. Great to see you.
Bye.